not waste my time with them. They are not following me. No, he's a good man. Leave him. Throw stones and rocks on him until he came to him, calming him down. In my life, I've dealt with depression, difficult times, hard times, and when I ask for advice, most of the times, or many times, or maybe all of the times, I don't get an answer from her or him, anybody who's older than me who can give advices. I found it in a story, and this story was really, I've read it many times and kept on rereading it until I came out with really powerful concepts to help us out, to help me out in my difficult times, in my hard times. I'll use the story of Taif, the city of Taif, and this is a large story that needs many videos, but I will try to brief it out. When Prophet Muhammad went to the city of Taif, seeking the protection and support to his message, because for him, his people did not support him financially, nor military, nor anything. I'm talking about Quraysh. So he went to Taif, and they rejected him. And not only this, they let their children throw stones and rocks on him until he bleeds. He kept on running and running and running until he found this tree hideout, and he sat down in his extreme depression, very depressed, having this failure feeling. When you have this feeling about you failed in something and you failed others, he was dealing with this, and he said this famous dua that really affected me in the deep of my heart, when he said, Allahumma inni ashku ilayka da'fa quwwati wa qillata hilati. Oh God, oh Lord, I complain to you my weakness, my lack of resources, and my insignificance. وأهواني على الناس. أنت رب العالمين وأنت رب المستضعفين وأنت ربي. Oh Lord, you are the God of all of us. You are the God of the weak, and you are the God. You are my God, my Lord. إلى من تكلني؟ إلى غريب يتجهمني أم إلى عدو ملكته أمري? Who are you going to send me to? To an enemy who will treat me horribly, or to a stranger who will misuse me? لم يكن بك علي غضب فلا أبالي. If you're pleased with me, I don't care what you do to me. وإن عافيتك هي أوسع لي. Although well-being is easier for me. And I love this dua because in first he said, I complain to you my insignificance. He said that I'm the one who's insignificant. I'm the one who's insignificant to those people. But most of the time when we fail, we take all of the responsibilities on others, that all of them who led me to this failure. And not saying that I am insignificant. He learned it from Yunus ibn Matta. He is called Jonah in English and in the Bible. And Yunus was from Nineveh. And Nineveh, their people did not believe in Yunus. All of them. Not any single one of them did believe in Yunus. And God gave him 3 days to deliver the message and tell them to have faith in God, or else deal with the consequences and his people. So, and he did his best in spreading the message, and he kept on telling people, and nobody complied to him. So he said to himself, these are hopeless people. I will not waste my time with them. They are not following me. They are not following my guidance, and I'm right and they're wrong. So, and God to leave, and he left Nineveh. He got on a ship, and this ship was crowded with people. This ship was a merchandise ship. Had all the goods and merchandise, and the luggage and all the people in it. It was very crowded. And while on the road, while on his journey on the ship, there was something wrong with the ship, and the people said we have to throw all the goods and merchandise to decrease its weight. And after throwing everything, it still was unstable. So the people said we should throw some of us until the ship gets stable. And they made a lot, a qura. And the first time Yunus got picked, and all of the people said, no, he's a good man, leave him. Try another time. And they tried the second time, and he got picked again. And they said the same thing. And the third time, he got picked. And when he got picked, the people said, you know what? This is your fate. This is your fate, Yunus. So please jump. And this is your fate, throw yourself. So he jumped into the ocean. And he got swallowed by a whale. And when he got swallowed by a whale, he thought he was dead. And for subhanAllah, God saved him inside the whale. He spent 3 days inside, got ill, very sick, and very weak. And he said very amazing dua. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. He blamed himself. He says, I'm the one who's wrong. إني ظلمت نفسي. سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. He blamed himself for all of this. He did not say the people who thrown me, the people of Nineveh do not believe in me. That's why I'm here. He said, I am the one who is wrong. And subhanAllah, God saved him, and the whale spit him out. And when he did go to Nineveh, he found all the 100,000. There were 100,000 people living there. All the 100,000 of them believed in the message. Believed in the message of Yunus. And why? It's a long story. You should read it. You should read it. I will be posting it on the page of my chapters. But I want to go back again after Prophet Muhammad saying his dua. A boy came to him, calming him down. And he told him, what is your name? And he said, Anas al-Nawawi. And he told him, are you from Nineveh? And he said, yes. And Prophet said, you're from the land of Yunus, the land of Yunus ibn Matta. And the boy said, yes. So, and when you think about it, it was simple for the Prophet from God to tell him, remember Yunus, remember Nineveh, remember how Yunus left his people. So don't leave here. And he did not leave us. That's why we are here. And that's why we are Muslims living here. Prophet Muhammad's city and his plan going to the city of Ta'if, it was his last hope, his last plan on materialistic levels. If they did not offer protection, he is failed. He is doomed. He is finished. He was thinking thoughts. And this is a message from God telling his prophet, don't think like Yunus did. Don't do what Yunus did. And Yunus did learn it the hard way. And Prophet Muhammad also learned it the hard way. It's about patience. Be patient with others. When he's on his way leaving Ta'if and going to Mecca, an angel offered him to destroy Ta'if, to destroy the people of Ta'if. And Prophet Muhammad said, no, la. إنه سيأتي يوم من أصلابهم يعبد الله. Don't destroy them. Maybe people will not believe in my message, but their children would. The second generation would. So leave them. And the angel, and you know what? When he said this, he was in his most depressed, oppressed state of mind. He was angry. He got thrown by rocks from children. He was humiliated. And he said this. And when he said this, the angel of mountains replied back. And he told him, صَدَقَ مَنْ قَالَ إِنَّكَ رَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. He was honest who said, you are a merciful, compassionate person. all of us must think. This is the ideology. This is for Muslims and non-Muslims. If you're not Muslim, read Prophet Muhammad Sirah and his biography, and you will get astonished by his principles and the way he thinks. All of his teachings and all of his ways of life inspired us in our modern days. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim, and I find it very relevant to what we're dealing with in 2013 and in my past life. It's about patience, about mercifulness, it's about forgiving, it's about managing your anger. Because when you're angry, it's all evil. All evil is when you're angry. And finally, children. Regarding the children, Prophet Muhammad was really focused on them, because they are the ones who's going to believe his message. And the last, like couple of days ago, I was in a model that was managed by children and managed by from 12 to 16 years old, and it was amazing. To my note, I find it very, it had mistakes, it had a lot of things, but the children in this model had very interesting concepts. They continued on this model because we believed in it. The staff and the auxiliary staff, they believed in it. And at some point we think that you have to believe in children, you have to motivate them, because they're the ones who will be leaders. I hope you enjoy this. Follow me on my chapters on Facebook, they're called My Chapters, and of course on the YouTube channel. Of course, I would like to have your feedback, and I will be posting the stories of in details, the stories of Jana, Yunus ibn Matta in Nainawa, and the story of Prophet Muhammad in Ta'if. Thank you for listening and watching